Hi everyone, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Hinna from the Kiel Hub at Higher Horizons, and today I'm going to take you through our Higher Horizons guide to student finance. So the aims of this session is to help you guys understand what student costs are, what student finance is, what you can get, how you can get it, and also finally what happens after you graduate. Now, how much does it cost to go to university per year? Well, it costs around £9,250, and this is what's known as the tuition fee, and this is the cost of the degree itself. But we understand that students need money for other things, and they need to cover their living costs, food, housing and transport. And this is where student finance comes in. Now, what is student finance? Well, student finance is money you borrow from the government to pay for university. UK residents residing in England are entitled to borrow money from Student Finance England for their tuition fees and maintenance loan, and both of these make up your student loan. Now, as it is a loan, you do have to pay it back, but we will cover repayment in more detail a little bit later on in this presentation. So, what can you get? Well, you can get the tuition fee, which is that £9,250 per year, and this goes straight to the university. You won't even see it, it won't enter your bank account. You won't have to worry about managing such a large amount of money. Now, you may also be entitled to a maintenance loan to cover the costs of things like rent and food. Now, the amount of maintenance loan you are entitled to will vary as it's means tested, but you can get up to £9,203 per year, and this is paid straight into your student bank account. Student Finance England will give you an amount of maintenance loan by carrying out a means test. Now, effectively what this is that they will look at your household income, so the amount your parent, carer or guardian earns, and will then determine how much maintenance loan you will get. There are also some other factors that will affect how much maintenance loan you may be entitled to. So for example, if you decide to live at home and commute to the university that you live in, you may be entitled to up to £7,747. If you decide to move away from home but study in London, you could be entitled to up to £12,010, and this is because living costs are higher in London. Now please note that these figures are based on students starting university in September 2020, and the figures do tend to change year on year. So if the year you're thinking about starting or going to university, please do check on the government website for the current and most up-to-date figures. Now, there's also other forms of support to try and help you get through your time at university. So you may also be eligible for extra support if you have children or an adult dependent on you, you have a disability, mental health condition or learning difficulty. Now, to find out more about this extra support, I would advise that you go and have a look at the Student Loans Company website on www.slc.co.uk. And there's something else as well, bursaries and scholarships. Now, some universities provide bursaries and scholarships for students, but the criteria will vary from university to university. So for example, if you get 3 A's, you might get a scholarship. If you're from a local area, you could get a scholarship. It will depend on the university. And what's so great about bursaries and scholarships is that unlike your maintenance loan, bursaries and scholarships don't need to be paid back. Now, a top tip for bursaries and scholarships is that it's always really important to check with the university you want to go to see if they have any bursaries and scholarships, what the eligibility criteria is, but also if you need to apply for them. At some universities, if you meet the eligibility criteria, you will automatically get a scholarship, but at others, you might have to apply for it. So it's always best to double check if you need to apply and when, and also the deadline dates for when you need to apply for the scholarship. So, how do you get student finance? Well, before you actually apply for student finance, you need to apply for your university courses online through UCAS. Then you can apply for student finance, again online, before the start of your course. Now, it's really important to note that you do not need to have a confirmed place to apply for student finance, and that you must apply every year for student finance whilst you're at university. It doesn't automatically roll over or renew. Now, my top tip for applying to student finance is to apply early. The earlier, the better. Setting up your student finance account is straightforward and it's all done online. If your course starts in September, you'll need to apply for student finance in advance, and tends to be usually by the end of May. You can log into your account at any time to track your application, check when payments are due, and to reapply ahead of the next academic year. Well, what happens after you graduate? Well, you only start to pay back your student loan once you're earning over £26,575 a year. Repayments start the April after graduation, but only if you're earning over that £26,575. You'll pay back 9% of anything you earn over that £26,000, but on a monthly basis. So, to give you an example, if you earned £29,000, your monthly repayment would be £18. Now, how we've come to this figure is shown in the equation below. So, and you can have a go with trying out some different salaries. So you could be 28, 30,000, etc. So, in this example, let's say you earn £29,000. You take that amount and you take away from it the minimum salary, which is £26,575. That leaves you with £2,425. You then work out 9% of £2,425, and that's £218 a year. Divide that by 12, and that comes to £18 a month. Now, what happens if you never earn over £26,575? Well, if you don't earn over that amount, you don't have to pay it back. But for example, let's say you start a job and you're earning £28,000. You will start to pay back your student loan month by month. But let's say after a few years you decide to have a career change, and with it comes a bit of a pay cut, and you're earning £25,000. As soon as you start to earn below that £26,575, so in this example you're earning £25,000, your payments will stop. Any remaining balance is wiped after 30 years, and your debt will never be transferred to a family member. So hopefully this session has given you some more information about student finance, how it works, how you apply, when you apply, and also what other forms of support you may be eligible for whilst at university. To find out more, I would advise that you visit the Student Finance England website on www.gov.uk/student-finance, and also the Student Loans Company website www.slc.co.uk. Like I mentioned before, the amount of money you can get changes every year, so you should do some research before you apply. If you've got any questions, please feel free to get in touch with one of our hub officers across the 4 universities: Harper Adams, Keele University, University of Chester, and Staffordshire University. You can speak to any one of us about school, college, university, or just to give you some tips on how to study at home. Please help us by filling out our short feedback survey using the link on the screen. It will take you no more than 2 minutes to complete, and we'll use your feedback to help us design new resources for you and other young people. Thanks again for listening. If you've got any questions, please do visit higherhorizons.co.uk/ask, and feel free to ask any of us hub officers any questions that you might have. To also keep in touch with what we're doing, please also follow our social media accounts. We've got a Twitter, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and also a TikTok. Thank you so much for listening. Take care and stay safe.